This is KFGO for a Cause, brought to you by Neil Van Dam and the Van Dam Financial Group. He's back in studio with us. Welcome back, Neil.
Good morning.
And I'm Amy Iler, usually here Monday through Friday from 11 to 2 during It Takes Two. I hang out on Sunday mornings with Neil Van Dam. And this morning, we're talking to Megan Krueger, the Moorhead Library Director. Megan, welcome to KFGO Radio.
Thank you.
Okay, I understand you had a really big event, It's Not Goodbye, It's See You Soon event this last week for the Moorhead Public Library, which I understand was really lovely and kind of sad. But it's exciting because there's new things on the horizon at the Loop and big things happening for those people who maybe haven't been over to Moorhead recently or live out of town. The new area of the Moorhead Center Mall is getting a complete revamp with a beautiful facility that is going to have so many services. I don't even know where to start, Megan. First of all, let's talk about your event this last week, your It's Not Goodbye, It's See You Soon event.
Yes, absolutely. So we had over 300 people join us for the event yesterday. We just know that the current building that the library is located in has meant a lot to the community for the past 60 plus years that it has been in use. And we just wanted to honor that and give people an opportunity to come in and tell their stories and just honor the time that we have all spent there throughout our lives. Myself, as an example, I grew up going to story time at that library. I used the public computers when I was in high school. Of course, I started working there in college and have been there for almost 18 years now. So it's been in my life for my whole life.
Wow.
So, yes. Mm-hmm.
Tell us some of the stories that you heard at the event.
Oh, it's just people. I'm not the only one who grew up going to story time there. So we heard a lot of people who, attended programs as children or people who were thankful for the library being there when they had their own kids. You know, we tend to see a lot of people using the public library when they're kids through their school years. They kind of drop off until they have kids. And so a lot of people who were just really grateful for the public library when they had kids, a new mom. What are they supposed to do with their time? So they come to the library and meet other parents. And we've had families who have created lifelong friendships through attending programs at the library.
I mean, it's a core memory of mine, of my childhood, going to the library with my mom. It is a core memory. And now a core memory of me and my kids. Like my kids, the cool part about living in like Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo is we have a lot of different libraries to choose from. So we can go to the Fargo libraries, we can go to the Moorhead Library, we can go to the West Fargo Library. There's options to visit all of these different places. The big news of the It's Not Goodbye, It's See You Later event is that there is a big move happening with the library, and you are going to be featured in the building is the whole building going to be referred to as the Loop? Do I have that right?
Yes, the building is nicknamed the Loop, and it will include, of course, the library, as well as the walking loop, a children's play space, and the Spark Center for Entrepreneurship. It'll all be an integrated experience for visitors. So you're not going to enter the building and have a choice of, either entering the library or these other amenities. You'll walk into the building and it will all be one integrated experience.
Which is so cool. I mean, a public space like this we've seen other facilities around have pieces like this, but this is such a cool experience because it's like, yep, we have the sports center in Rusted Rec and they might have a kids area and a walking loop, but they don't have the library and these community rooms and all of these other centers like within the building. It's such a cool concept to have all of these places in one building for the public to enjoy.
Absolutely. I agree. I think, we have a lot of visitors to the library each day. We see average of about 500 people to our doors every day. I expect that to grow in the new facility, partly because I think some people in the community who might not come to the library will come there because of the play space and then, maybe sign up for a library card, check out a book, and see what else we have to offer there. So I'm really looking forward to being able to draw in new crowds and also just offer something for the people who have been using the library. Now they get to come there and also be able to use these other features as well.
Okay, this is a silly question, but I know in Fargo, if you're a kiddo in the Fargo public school system, your like lunch number or your ID number also allows you to check out books at any Fargo public library. Is that the same in Moorhead as well?
Yep, we do work with Moorhead schools for a similar program. It's opt-in. So if parents opt in to that, then yes, students can use their ID number to check out books at the library.
I mean, you should sign up for a library card too. But I know
Absolutely.
My kiddos want to use their number when we go to the library because then it's it's cooler to know that you're the one checking out the books, not your mom or dad.
Oh yeah, it's super cool. And kids, they want to come in and they want to scan their own books. They want to, physically check them out themselves too. And it's really fun helping kids do that when they visit. Yeah,
I love that. We have Giving Hearts Day coming up. I know your organization is part of that, the Friends of the Moorhead Library. Tell us how they support what you do at the library. And I assume that their role becomes even more important as you take on a bigger footprint soon.
Yeah. So the Friends, their mission is they're a 501c3 organization. Their mission, of course, is to support the programs and services of the Moorhead Public Library. And right now, for the past few years, the biggest thing we're doing is, supporting this new library that will be opening this spring. So their focus has really been to help with some of the fundraising efforts to help support the construction and furnishings for this project. And so that's what they intend to use the funds raised for Giving Hearts Day this year. Just another push to support that project. And they have a goal of $30,000, and we hope to make that goal.
What is the timeline for the new Loop facility?
Yeah, so we will begin the moving process in about a month. And we hope to take about a month to complete that process, during which time we will offer reduced hours and kind of limited services, and all of that information is available on our website now. And then we hope to open to the public at the Loop in early April. We're going to hopefully announce an official opening date mid-March.
I mean, let's just say this. That's the worst move possible. It's only books. It's books. That's all you're moving. It's like the worst kind of move, Megan, if we're going to be honest.
Yes, but we'll have help.
Okay.
We're not going to box them up. We have a moving company. They've done this before. They're going to take care of us. Yes.
But you know what I mean? That's the worst thing to try to, it's the heaviest. It's the most daunting. Yes. Will you be using volunteers at all to help get established in the new facility?
No, since we have that moving company, who's going to do pretty much the lifting for us, we will have staff in place at both ends, at the current library and in the new library, to make sure that they're being directed to the proper places. Then, of course, once all the books are moved over there, it'll take some time for us to get everything situated. The shelving it's just a little bit different. We have different kinds of display shelving and different options for browsing and things like that. So it's just going to take a little bit of time to get everything in place and, ready for the public to come in and start browsing.
Yeah, I love that. Maybe it's just like the inner child in me. I was the kid in 5th and 6th grade who'd go to school early so I could put away books in the library before school started. Okay. Yep. That's the kind of nerd I was. Okay.
Yeah, we were different children.
Did we have different lived experiences as 5th graders, Neil?
Yeah. I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Books were not on my agenda.
Yeah, that was definitely on my agenda. I was like, I can go to the library early and put away books. Sign me up.
I remember going to the library and they had VHS, the Grinch, the old school Grinch, the cartoon one. And that was just every time we went to the library, I'd check out the Grinch. I think they had 4 movies and that was one of them.
That's so funny. I mean, we can talk about that when we come back. We're going to take a short break, but the library is more than books. And that's actually a really good point. I didn't even know there were movies at the library when I was a kid. I don't, I was probably helping put books away there too. But Megan, let's talk about those services and amenities of our public libraries that people don't necessarily think about. You are so much more than books.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think obviously that's the first thing people think of, and books are our bread and butter, of course. But I like to say that libraries aren't really about one thing. It's about access. And what do we need access to? So that changes as society's needs changes. So books, of course, we offer a lot of technology assistance these days. We have a lot of, a grandparent, for example, who wants to sign up for Facebook and keep up with their grandchildren, or someone wanting help setting up their computer, or learning how to download ebooks on their device. Things like that we do a lot of every single day. We do a lot of just convenient services like printing, including wireless printing. You can send a print job from home and pick it up later that day. We have notaries on staff, things like that. Our meeting rooms are heavily used by nonprofit groups and organizations in town for, their monthly meetings. Maybe they're holding their own special event. So that kind of thing. And just space for people to be. It's that third space. You have work and home and that other space to go to and just be a part of a community. And we really do fill that role for a lot of people in town.
Just out of curiosity, I've never known that the library had notaries. What hours are notaries available?
It kind of depends on the day. We have 2 on staff, and so each of them works a couple of evening shifts a week. So it's advised to just call ahead and make sure someone's there. Of course, they take a lunch break too. So, but generally speaking, most of our hours, one of them will tend to be there.
I feel like I should go be a notary. Like it's so cool to be a notary. I feel like.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Neil's like, you're putting away books in 5th grade at the library, and now you think it's cool to be a notary, but I do. But it is kind of cool to be a notary, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
I think so anyway. When you talk about using those community rooms, and a lot of nonprofits using your space for events or meetings and stuff, that's going to get even better with your new space at the Loop.
It is. Because
as I understand it, a big part of it will be those community rooms, even podcast rooms, as I understand it, which is really cool.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. So one of the great things about the meeting rooms in the new space is that they are up on the main floor and not in the basement. We have a lot of people really looking forward to that. And yes, we will have podcast equipment that can be checked out at the desk and used in really any of our meeting rooms that are available. And yeah, we have more options, more flexibility with the meeting rooms. We have an additional conference room in this facility, and our large meeting room can be split down the middle as needed to accommodate 2 separate groups. So we just have more space and more flexible space for groups to come in and utilize.
Yeah, that's incredible. I just feel like people do not utilize enough. And I know that there's a lot of us who love our public libraries and utilize them all the time, but I'm always amazed at the people who don't, and who just need to be reminded that these services are available, and that you can use them anytime, and that they can be that like coveted third space that you're talking about, which if you're reading the news lately, like enough people don't have. Like we are missing that third space with not as many families going or being part of a church community. That third space is kind of missing, and the story times and the getting the kids involved and understanding where their library is and how to use it is really special too. I think. I just think I think it's a cornerstone of childhood. Like you said, like most of us, we go when we're children, and then we kind of leave for a little bit, and then when we have kids, we come back to our library.
So I would use it for a lot of the continuing education I had to do, getting some of these designations. It's one of the only places I can go where nobody bothers me. And so it's not even using the resources of anything except for just a table and a quiet space.
Yeah,
to
I love
something.
that. I love that. You can be that too. You can be a table and a quiet space, right, Megan?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes. I do love how it's a space where anyone can visit and use a table, and we're not going to bother you. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy a cup of coffee or whatever it is. You're just welcome to use the space, and we're there to help if you need it.
And okay, once again, if people are interested in knowing more about the Loop or seeing your new space, that is March the opening? Is that what you said?
Early April.
Oh, early April. Okay, the move will be in March, and then early April will be an opening date. So we'll have to circle back with you around that time to get more information. And if people want to visit the Moorhead Library until then, you guys are still open regular business hours in your OG location, right?
Yep. We start reduced hours the first week of March, but we'll be open that entire week. So yes, for the time being, we are operating under our normal hours.
Okay, sounds good. And Megan, thank you so much for joining us here. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Megan Krueger from the Moorhead Library, the Moorhead Library Director, and Neil Van Dam of the Van Dam Financial Group. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.